The thing I enjoyed most about my PLO was getting to know the young people I was working with. I was working with young people that had very different personalities, very different behaviours, and had very different needs. And a good working relationship was just core to all the work that I did with each individual young person. Communication was just key to that. I worked with a young person that had a learning difficulty, and that was challenging. And you see how that the things that you learn in university about your core skills and your values, and how that's played out in everyday life in PLO. You're able to take that learning from university, and it comes alive as you practice those day and daily, and it doesn't become unnatural. It becomes a very natural thing, and you're doing it without even realising it. So a good working relationship is key, and getting to know the young people, especially when there's difficulties or you have to challenge behaviour or attitudes. A good working relationship is really, really important. The thing I find most challenging about my PLO was sometimes the behaviour displayed by young people. On one occasion it was very threatening. An incident just broke out over something that didn't seem important to me, but obviously was very important to the young person. And having to challenge that sort of behaviour made me feel very frightened, actually, because it spiralled out of control very quickly. And it was a very new experience for me, and I had worked alongside this young person, so in a way it made me feel very vulnerable, because I felt that I'd got this brilliant working relationship with him, and yet just an incident, something just happened, and it sparked very quickly. And yes, I was able to use skills to be able to direct it in a positive way, but as a student it made me feel quite vulnerable. And I remember speaking to one of the social workers I was working with and saying to her, I felt a bit afraid for the sort of first few minutes, and I felt uncomfortable, and she said, don't worry, they're natural feelings, we all tend to feel like that. And it was good, because it gave you the confidence then that if it come up again, that you would have the confidence to be able to deal with the situation. And it was one of those things, first experience, that's how you react, and you learn from that. And all of the time that I was working with the young people, I used to think, if this was my daughter, my son, my brother, my sister, how would I want them to be treated? And I think that's very important, working with any service user. When I was in PLO, the most interesting piece of work that I did was group work. This is something that I had felt would be difficult for me, because I like working one-on-one with people. But the group work experience was brilliant. We worked with 6 young girls outside of my residential placement that were being prepared for independent living. We used the Come Down With Me theme to teach the girls budgeting skills for independent living, but also that the girls would learn cooking skills, and each week each girl would cook a meal and we would score them. About 2 or 3 weeks into the process, we just felt that the budgeting skills and the practical side of the group wasn't quite working, because the girls had quite difficult things and quite challenging things going on in their own life. So we decided that we would change it, and we became more person-centred, and we looked at things like confidence building and relationship building, and just how the effects of family and friends and the impact they can have on your life, and being wise and making decisions. And this was very beneficial for everyone, and I think I learned so much about myself. And it gave me the confidence to use the skills, especially within group work. There's just so many dynamics, so many different personalities, but it really was one of the best experiences ever on PLO. The one tip that I would give a student going to my placement setting would be have a look over your communication skills and values. Communication skills are just core to be able to develop good working relationships with young people. They want to feel valued, they want to feel listened to. Often they're moved from pillar to post. Workers change constantly, and it's just, they want to see that you're genuine, that you really have an interest in them. And values, I felt for me, my values were really challenged, and it's important to think about your own values before you do go on placement.